Welcome to the gritty, smoke-filled streets of Birmingham, England, in the year 1919. The Great War has just ended, but its shadow still looms large over the city and its people. Soldiers are returning home, not to a land of heroes and celebration, but to a world of poverty, unemployment, and deep emotional scars. They are changed men, haunted by what they saw on the battlefields of France. This is the world where our story begins, a place where survival is a daily struggle and power is taken, not given. The air is thick with the smell of coal and industry, and the sound of factories is a constant hum in the background of everyday life. In this harsh and unforgiving city, we meet the Peaky Blinders, a notorious street gang that rules the small Heath area. They are easily recognized by their sharp suits, distinctive flat caps, and fearless attitude. The gang's name is said to come from the razor blades they stitch into the peaks of their caps, a brutal weapon used to blind their enemies in a fight. They control local gambling, run protection rackets, and are involved in the black market. The people of Small Heath both fear and respect them, as they offer a form of rough justice in a world where the official law often seems distant and uncaring. They are a force to be reckoned with, a tight-knit group carving out their own empire. The leader of this formidable gang is Tommy Shelby, a decorated war hero from World War I. The war left him with severe trauma, now known as shell shock, which causes nightmares and a cold, detached view of the world. But it also made him incredibly ambitious, intelligent, and utterly fearless. Tommy is the brains of the Peaky Blinders operation. He is a master strategist, always thinking several steps ahead of his rivals in the police. He sees the chaos of post-war Birmingham not as a problem, but as an opportunity, a ladder he can climb to take his family from the back streets to a position of real power and wealth. The story of Season 1 kicks off when the Peaky Blinders accidentally steal a large shipment of government weapons, including machine guns and rifles. This was a mistake. They were supposed to steal a crate of motorcycles. This single event changes everything for the Shelby family. The theft is a major national security issue, and it brings the full attention of the British government down on their small corner of Birmingham. Suddenly, Tommy and his gang are not just local criminals anymore. They are playing a much more dangerous game with much higher stakes. A game that could either destroy them completely or make them legends in the criminal underworld. The Peaky Blinders are, at their core, a family business, and the Shelby family is a complex and powerful unit. At the head of the family, there is Aunt Polly Gray. She is the matriarch who ran the gang's affairs while the Shelby men were away fighting in the war. Polly is sharp, tough, and deeply protective of her nephews. She is Tommy's most trusted advisor and often acts as his conscience, questioning his riskiest plans. She is the heart of the family, holding them together through every crisis. Her wisdom and strength are just as important to the gang's success as Tommy's ambition and strategic mind. She has her own secrets and sorrows, which add to her powerful presence. Tommy has several siblings who are also key members of the gang. His older brother, Arthur Shelby Jr., is the muscle of the operation. Arthur also suffers from war trauma, but it affects him differently, making him prone to violent outbursts and emotional instability. He is fiercely loyal to Tommy, but often struggles with the pressure of their criminal life. Then there is John Shelby, the younger brother, who is more level-headed than Arthur, but just as tough when needed. The youngest sibling is Ada Shelby, who wants a life away from the family's criminal activities. She secretly falls in love with Freddie Thorne, a known communist and one of Tommy's old friends, creating a major conflict within the family. The Peaky Blinders' main business is an illegal bookmaking operation where they take bets on horse races. They have a clever system to fix the races, ensuring they always make a profit. This is their foundation, the source of their income that allows them to live better than most of their neighbors in Small Heath. Tommy, however, is not satisfied with just being the king of a small criminal enterprise. He wants to make their business legitimate, to turn their illegal earnings into a legal empire. This ambition to go legit is a central theme of the series, as Tommy constantly battles the line between his criminal world and the respectable society he wishes to join. The theft of the government guns gives Tommy an idea. He sees the weapons not as a problem, but as leverage. He decides to use them as a bargaining chip to gain an advantage over his rivals and the police. This is a very risky plan. Holding on to the guns puts a target on the back of every member of the Peaky Blinders. It forces them into direct conflict with powerful enemies they have never faced before. Tommy's decision to keep the guns sets in motion a series of events that will test the loyalty of his family, the strength of his gang, and his own ability to outsmart everyone who stands in his way. The theft of the guns is so serious that Winston Churchill, a powerful figure in the British government, sends a special detective to Birmingham to recover them. This detective is Chief Inspector Chester Campbell, a ruthless and determined police officer from Belfast. Inspector Campbell is a man who believes he is on a righteous mission to clean up the city. He despises criminals like the Peaky Blinders and will use any method, legal or not, to bring them down. He is Tommy's main antagonist, an intelligent and unforgiving opponent who represents the full power of the law. Their conflict becomes a personal battle of wills, a chess match where the city of Birmingham is the board. To help him in his mission, Inspector Campbell needs someone on the inside of the Peaky Blinders world. He recruits a beautiful young woman named Grace Burgess to work as a spy. Grace gets a job as a barmaid at the Garrison, the pub owned by the Shelbys and the gang's headquarters. Her mission is to get close to Tommy Shelby and find out where the stolen guns are hidden. Grace is a mysterious character with a secret past of her own. She is intelligent and brave, but her task becomes complicated as she gets to know Tommy and the Shelby family. She finds herself torn between her duty to Inspector Campbell and her growing feelings for the man she is supposed to betray. The police are not the only new threat the Peaky Blinders face. Their growing power and ambition attract the attention of other rival gangs. Their main competitor is Billy Kimber, the most powerful gangster in the region who controls all the legal horse racing tracks. Kimber is a violent and arrogant man who does not like the Peaky Blinders moving into his territory. Tommy knows that to truly expand his empire, he must challenge Kimber. This leads to a dangerous confrontation as the small-time gang from Small Heath prepares to go to war with a much larger and more established criminal organization, risking everything for a chance at greater power. The situation becomes even more complicated with the presence of Ada's secret lover, Freddie Thorne. As a communist agitator, Freddie is also wanted by Inspector Campbell and the police. Tommy has to navigate this delicate situation, trying to protect his sister and his old friend, while also dealing with his own gang's problems. The tension in Birmingham rises to a boiling point, with the police, rival gangs, and internal family conflicts all threatening to destroy the Peaky Blinders. Tommy finds himself surrounded by enemies on all sides, and he must use all his cunning and courage to protect his family and his growing empire from collapsing. As Season 1 reaches its climax, all the conflicts come to a head in a dramatic and violent showdown. Tommy's grand plan is finally revealed. He has been playing a long game, using the stolen guns to manipulate both Inspector Campbell and Billy Kimber. He forms a temporary alliance with Kimber's rivals and plans a major ambush at the Worcester races, where he intends to take over Kimber's entire operation in one bold move. This is Tommy's ultimate gamble. If it succeeds, the Peaky Blinders will become the most powerful gang in the region. If it fails, they will be completely destroyed, either by Kimber's men or by the police. The season finale is filled with suspense and action. The planned battle between the Peaky Blinders and Billy Kimber's gang is about to begin. However, Inspector Campbell and his police force are closing in, ready to arrest everyone involved. At the same time, Grace's loyalty is put to the final test. She has fallen in love with Tommy and must choose between her mission for Campbell and her feelings for the gang leader. Her decision will have a massive impact on the outcome of the gang war and on Tommy's future. The final episodes are a whirlwind of betrayal, violence, and last-minute changes of plan that keep the audience on the edge of their seats. In the final moments of the season, the conflict reaches its resolution, but not without a cost. The war with Billy Kimber ends, and the Peaky Blinders emerge as the victors, solidifying their power over the racecourses. However, Grace's story takes a dramatic turn. After helping Tommy, she confronts Inspector Campbell, and their encounter ends with a gunshot. Her fate is left uncertain, a major cliffhanger for the audience. Tommy has won his war, but he may have lost the woman he loves. This mix of triumph and personal tragedy is a key part of the show's appeal, showing that every victory for Tommy Shelby comes with a heavy price. Season 1 of Peaky Blinders ends by perfectly setting the stage for the next chapter. The Shelbys are now more powerful and wealthier than ever before, but they have also made more dangerous enemies. Tommy has proven he is a brilliant and ruthless leader, but his ambition has put his family in greater danger. The final scene leaves viewers with many questions. Is Grace alive? What will Inspector Campbell's next move be? Now that the Peaky Blinders are a major force, what new challenges will they face? This thrilling conclusion ensures that audiences are incredibly excited to return to the world of Tommy Shelby and see what happens next in Season 2.